why is it so hard for men to go to the doctor, to get checked up, to follow up on their health? Why, man, is it so hard? So Roderick Chappell is going to be our special guest tonight. And because I thought it'd be fitting too, because he's a man, of course. But
Most of the time.
more, more importantly, he's a man who was running away from his health for a long time, and so can really speak on it. And so I find his story to be very interesting and also inspiring at the same time. And so, Mr. Roderick Chappell, how are you tonight?
I am very, very well. Thank you for inviting me in. And I don't know if people realize or understand what a jewel they have having access to you. You
Oh, you're so
are
sweet.
you are such a wealth of information and don't mind sharing it. I love your entrepreneur mindset.
Yes,
You're a good
thank you.
churchgoer.
I am. Got to get me some Jesus in there. I got to get some
Gotta
Jesus
get some
in.
Jesus in it. And I just don't think people take, a lot of times when we are in a circle of influence and we give of ourselves, a lot of times people take advantage and take you for granted of your knowledge and your heart and the giving
Mm.
mindset that you have. So I want to commend you for, first of all,
Oh,
doing these type of platforms, and just for being you. Thank you. You're
thank
awesome.
you. Thank you, honey.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I think
It's
awesomeness.
been a long day. I'm just walking through the door, right?
Oh, I've been in the door about 20 minutes. I beat you. Maybe 40
Yes.
because I've eaten something, so maybe 40. Thank you,
All right.
Yuri. You're
Well,
so sweet, boo.
yeah, you're a sweetie pie.
So,
That's what it is.
see, yeah, that's my honey. So, I have a couple of statistics. This is really, really interesting.
Oh Lord, this ought to be
And
interesting.
so, this is going to be interesting. So, I pulled this from Cleveland Clinic, did a survey, and they surveyed 500 men. Their ages range from 18 to 70 across the United States. And so this is crazy. It said 60% of men don't go to the doctor. 60%. And so it's kind of always a general thing out there where they say men don't go to the doctor and don't follow up. But
Right.
but these statistics are they are definitely out there. 60% of men don't go to the doctor. And what do you say about that? What do you say about that?
I say that those numbers are probably a little bit higher.
I'm sure they are. You're so right.
I say,
You're so right.
I say those numbers are probably higher, and I'm gonna tell you a couple of reasons why why I used to. Well, I can't even say used to. I still am. Okay, even though I'm walking this journey, old
Yeah,
habits die hard. Okay,
sure.
and I think that for me, now this is just for me. I can't speak for anybody else.
Mhm.
When I was younger, my younger, well, my little sister, my youngest sister, and most of y'all know Veditra, she was a sickly child. I mean, she was just sick all the time, and we were always at the hospital and at the doctor for her. And
Mhm.
I watched what she went through when we were younger, and I never went through that. I can count on one hand prior to 18 years old how many times I've been to the doctor,
Mhm.
and one of them was for pneumonia, and the other one was for a broken leg playing football. So
You got healed quickly and you went about your business both
I got
times.
healed quickly. We went about my business, but I watched I watched the hospitals and I watched the doctor's office when I was there. And what it did for me when I was younger, it caused white coat syndrome and a phobia for me to go because I saw every time my sister going, she was always in pain, and they end up
Mm,
you gotta go through more before you get better. I mean, it just is what it is.
right.
And I would
Right.
watch her, especially because she had a whole bunch of ear problems when we were younger. Well, both of us did, but she had the most severe. And I would see the things that they would do to her, and I was like, and even the few times that I was sick,
Mm,
I was like, well, no, I'm good. I'll be all right tomorrow.
Right.
So, for me, it caused, and I think subconsciously, it caused something within me to be like, okay, I'm gonna be all right. I don't need all
Yeah,
that
I
right now.
don't need all that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. And a lot of times I would really kind of, even when we were younger, I would just tough it out and be like, okay, well, my head might hurt, or, because I played football, I always had a headache. And back then, you just walk around with a concussion. You just keep on playing. They didn't have any concussion protocols. I would,
That's true.
I would pop.
And so let me
Yes.
go to some facts here. Um, Let me go down, got my regular checkup. So normally, like I said, an annual appointment, a yearly appointment is generally what you want to get. If you don't want to go every 6 months, most time your doctor will kind of okay that depending on what you have going on. But you should at least go once a year. Minimal, you should go once a year. Once a year, you want to at least get um, six things checked. So for men that are like 50 and over, you want to make sure you're getting your prostate checked. That's the biggest thing for men because
Right.
prostate cancer is one of those things. If it's like breast cancer, if it's detected early, the numbers are great. 1 out of 6 men are affected. You move forward, you get treatment fast, bam, it's over. It's like
Mhm.
a lot of the breast cancer things now. You find an early detection, it's wonderful. You go through treatment, it's done. But for those people that wait and don't know, when it progresses very fast. And so it's one of those things that can be, either a good story or be a fatal story. And so
Right.
very easily preventable. Um, and that goes into this 40% of men wait until the problem or symptom is unbearable. 40% wait until it's a problem or it's just unbearable. And so that's the thing that we want to get away from. We want to get away
Right.
from, if you have chest pain, I had chest pain one night. I was sitting up
Right.
thinking, I don't know how people do this for 3 days. I had chest pain one night, and I said to myself, I'm going to wait and see how I feel in the morning. About 45 minutes passed, and I was like, nope, going to the emergency room right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
there's no way that you can sit on chest pain for days, you know,
Right.
and like, oh, let me just see if it passes, because that's what you meant to you. That's what I hear. Oh, I'll just wait for.
Yeah,
I was just
it
waiting
is.
for it to pass. I was just waiting. I was just
And
waiting for it to
and sitting there in excruciating pain.
pass. Just for no reason at all. Like,
Right.
there's medication for that. We could have fixed that 2 days ago. So yeah. So
Anxiety. That it finally came to me, Michelle.
oh,
Anxiety.
is
I
that
thought I
what
was
it is?
having anxiety. Thought I was having an
Anxiety
anxiety
attack.
attack.
Oh, okay. Bless your heart. Bless
Yes.
your heart. So another thing that men don't do when they do go to the doctor. So you get to the doctor, men don't tell the truth when they get to the doctor for some reason.
True.
You get to the doctor and you downplay everything. Everything
Mhm.
is downplayed. You know, the two biggest things that this article said that you guys downplay, if there's anything wrong with your penis, you guys downplay that. If there's
Oh,
anything
we're
wrong,
not we're not
any
gonna talk about our penis. That's not happening.
no, you gonna
There's no
downplay your
problem there.
penis. You're gonna downplay the penis. Any erectile dysfunction, any kind of sexual anything going on. Oh no, doc, I'm fine. And
Yep.
so the biggest mistake with that is that what guys don't realize is that all of that is vessels, right? It's blood
Right.
flow. And so it's
That's
vessels.
all
And
connected with
so
your circulatory system.
it's all connected. And so if that's not working properly, that means that there could be some blockage somewhere else, which means that there could be another problem somewhere else. It's all
True.
like flashing light warning signs. And so that is one of your body is a beautiful thing. It will give you signals. It will give
Yeah.
you some signals to say something is wrong. And so a lot of times some people have type 2 diabetes, some
Hmm.
people have, like I said, some, blockage or something somewhere. It could cause a stroke or something like that.
Right.
Clots, blood clots, that type of thing. And so you really want to, that is not the time to be shy. That is not the time to, you done paid your good copay that you didn't want to pay. So
Exactly.
that is the time. That is definitely the time because, all of those things, again, you found them early, they're preventable, but that type of stuff that sits around and you wait, you can cause yourself some unnecessary stress later down the line.
Very true.
So, and some of the times I'm trying to figure this out because generally men have male doctors. Like, why wouldn't you feel comfortable talking to your doctor about like erectile
Well,
dysfunction?
I can't speak for nobody else, Michelle, but I'm not
Okay,
I'm not comfortable telling anybody about my penis. You know,
you don't talk to nobody about it.
I ain't want
What
to talk to Jennifer about my penis. That's personal.
your wife? Like your wife knows. Like really, something's wrong.
I don't
Best
want her to know.
believe she's aware. That's funny.
We just that's
That's
just the way
funny.
we were. We don't want to talk to anybody about anything that could be potentially embarrassing.
Yeah,
Just is
yeah.
what it is.
I have a friend who had prostate cancer, and he, for whatever reason, like didn't do the proper things. Like afterwards, they tell you to watch pornos and everything because you gotta get yourself back erect and get the blood flowing back down there again. That's the whole purpose. It's that you want
Okay.
blood flow right down there. So of course he's embarrassed about it. He doesn't do it. He's like, I'm a man of faith. I don't watch pornos. Blah blah blah. Like all of this stuff. Didn't do it. Now you fast forward. He didn't have a girlfriend at the time. So now you fast forward 2, 3 years later. He's trying to be intimate with his girlfriend, and now he's not able to be because he never took the time. You know what I mean? And so it's like
Mm,
all of these things that are really preventable things or could have been preventable. And here you
right.
are now 3 years down the line thinking about it now, 3 years later. And so you have yourself in this unnecessary situation where you might have to have surgery,
Right.
and so it's one of those things. I always like to throw that in there because I'm just saying it's way easier to talk to your doctor about it on the front side.
It
Way
really truly
easier.
is. Yeah. And I
Okay.
think the older I get, the more I'm opening up. But
Mhm.
definitely when I was younger, oh no, that was not. I was not. When I go to the doctor, I'm like, yep, everything's good. Well, your blood pressure's high. We're gonna give you some medicine. Nope, I'm good.
Nope.
Your
I'm good.
cholesterol's
I'm
high.
good.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good. So tell us about some things that you have done along your journey to be on the healthier side now. Because at that
One
period of
thing,
time, excuse me, when your blood pressure was high, you were weighing how much?
um, officially 218 is what we logged. But I'm looking back at old pictures and I'm like, I had to be 230, 240, even 250 because I'm looking at it. I'm looking at these pictures. I'm like, that was a big dude back then. So I don't
Yeah.
honestly know what my biggest was, but
Mhm.
around 220 officially. What is because I used to avoid the scale just like
Right.
everybody else. I was like, I don't need to look at that scale. I know I'm fat.
That is funny.
But
But
the
that's true.
biggest thing that I think everyone, this is male, female, alien, cows, dog, whatever. The biggest thing, the thing that I see that we don't do enough of is drink the proper amount of water.
Yeah.
No, nobody's drinking the proper amount of water. And the moment that you start drinking the proper amount,
Mhm.
your body will be like, number one, whew, thank God you finally started giving me some stuff I need. And that's going to be
That's
number
right.
one. Number two, the excess weight is going to start falling off.
Easy.
The water's
Yeah.
going to start curbing your appetite. You're not
Mhm.
going to eat as much because you're going to be full of water. And you're going to get some exercise because you can be in the bathroom every 25 minutes.
You crazy.
but but it's true.
That's funny. So one of
But
the
that
things,
that's one
guys, to
thing.
know, yeah, one of the things to know is half your body weight in water is, is what you want to drink. So if you weigh 100, 200 pounds, you want to drink at least 100 ounces of water, right? Yours said, me too. I
Daily.
still hate the scale. Yeah, and that is
Yeah,
that
so
is definitely on a daily thing. Now, it has been a lot of articles lately about what type of water to drink and why is it important to drink alkaline water. And now, you're doing this with alkaline water, and tell us why that's important.
Well, I've seen people change their lifestyle with acidic water, and I've seen them do it with alkaline water.
Hmm.
What alkaline water does to your body, and Michelle, you can tell the folks better than I can.
Yeah.
Disease cannot thrive in an alkaline state, in an oxygen state. Disease cannot thrive in that type of atmosphere. When you
Hmm.
and an alkalinity. When you start drinking alkaline water, you start eating alkaline food, it starts changing your body and making your body more alkaline than acidic. When your body's
Right.
acidic, disease will run rampant. All
Hmm.
right. So by drinking the proper water, by eating the proper foods, it changes your body to the point where you're becoming more alkaline, and you will notice it because your skin's gonna clear up, your eyes are actually gonna turn white, your hair is gonna grow, your fingernails are gonna grow. You're gonna start seeing the difference. You'll see it physically,
Hmm.
but you're gonna feel it as well, and it's gonna put your body in an alkaline state. And if nothing else, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel great. And I know we can't make any health claims, but I'm just telling you what I've seen in my own body with my own state. Everything changed. Blood pressure, back to normal. Cholesterol, back to normal. Energy levels, boom, high. And once the weight starts falling off, you will naturally start to want to be more active, become more active. And when you become more active and you start doing things, now you're burning more calories. And
Hmm.
I think I eat just as much, if not more now. I'm just eating better foods, and I'm
Hmm.
burning it off a lot faster now because better foods burn faster. And
Hmm.
it's just a cycle. Like you said earlier, everything is connected.
Yep.
When you start drinking the alkaline water, it's gonna make you crave certain things like peaches and grapes and your greens. And 'cause I never thought in a million years that Roderick Chappell be eating some raw greens. I go out and pick okra and I just eat it right out. I rinse it off and just start eating okra or eat corn or whatever. So I eating more raw foods because they taste good to you. You all right? Okay.
Yeah. And guys, the alkaline is anything above 7.4, 7.5, Roderick.
7.0. Yeah, anything above
Seven,
7.0, you
seven.
good.
And so, um, and of course, we're not promoting any brands out there, but you just want to pay attention to your labels, because all of your regular waters out there, um, just your normal, regular brands of water, the popular waters out there, and I'm not going to say any names, but all of
Right.
your popular waters, none of them are alkaline.
None of them. You right about that.
None of them are
But
alkaline. So,
but as an addition to that statement, I'd much rather see you drink more popular water than to
then
continue to
none at
drink
all.
sodas, teas, and Starbucks. You know,
Right.
in
Right.
my
Just
humble opinion.
again. Yeah. Yeah. Again, just drinking half your body weight in water, it makes a tremendous difference in your weight, your overall health. Like you said, your skin, how you feel, your nails, your hair growth. And then you will begin to crave more. Because I always tell people how amazed that I am at the way that I can eat asparagus now. I never would have thought the way
Yeah.
that I can even eat guacamole and I crave it like the way that I do. I couldn't even eat guacamole a couple months ago. So that's crazy. Uh, Key is saying facts. Mom is saying yes. Another thing about that water is once you're drinking your water, and for whatever reason you miss a day from your quota, your body will be like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" That's true. That's very true. You feel like,
And you'll see it on the scales too. You'll
yes.
see you will notice it on the scales.
She said, then you realize you haven't had all of your water that day. I love drinking my water. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. It is, your body is craving it because you'll be like, well, something. Oh, I didn't drink my
Yeah.
water today. Okay,
I do water.
it's like that's
Yeah.
what it is. And so your body starts craving it. You start feeling better. It is a beautiful thing to transition over to that. So for the men, let me get into this real quick. I have just some suggestions. One, I said get your regular checkups. Two,
Hmm.
tell the truth. We talked about that. Tell the
Yes.
truth. Three
Be an
is do
advocate for
your
yourself.
Be an advocate for, I like that. Be an advocate for yourself. And like you said, your family, because, at the end of the day, we all want to be here to see our babies, our grandbabies, and, see that family tree. At one period of
Right.
time, the grandfathers in my family passed away, but my big mama lived to be 95 and my great grandmother lived to be 110. She's going to be
Wow.
111. So, you know what I mean? So we don't want to be the only ones here. We want you guys here with us.
Yeah.
Right?
And we want to be
We want
here.
y'all to be here with us. So, third tip is do your homework. Do your homework. Now, this is big for men and women. Do your homework. So, knowing your family history is huge because a lot of times you go to the doctors and they're saying, that's one of the first questions when you're checking in. Do you have diabetes in your family? Do you have any heart disease? Do you have any whatever? And so all of that is important because that gives them the knowledge to know what do they have to check. So if you have heart disease in your family, if prostate cancer runs in your family, then instead of waiting until you're 50 to check for prostate cancer, they're going to check you at 40, because you're
Right.
going to be earlier. And I'll use myself even as an example, women, that colon cancer runs in my family. And so on my dad's side of the family, my grandfather had colon cancer. And so across the board, men and women, we have to get checked instead of waiting until 50. We're getting checked at 40. And so I just had a colonoscopy. I'm 42 years old. I just had a colonoscopy 3 weeks ago and they found a polyp. You know what I mean?
But people need money when you're not here. And this goes for everybody, but especially the men. Because I know
Yeah.
we feel like we're invincible because we are physically the stronger species or the stronger sex,
Yeah.
and we feel like
Yeah.
we just got it going on. But 99 times out of 100, your wife is going or your significant other is going to leave. They going to be here
99
and you
times
going
out
to be
of
gone.
100. That's funny.
And a lot of men is a lot of men are like, but I don't want to leave no money because I don't want no other man living in my house and spending my money. That's the wrong attitude, brother.
It really is.
Just
It really is.
I mean, think about your wife, think about your children, think about your grandchildren, because the book says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
just
good.
want to throw that plug in. And I ain't got a dog in the fight. I don't sell insurance no more. So I'm just telling you, go get yourself some life insurance.
That's really a great point. That's really a great point because a lot of people, just in general, don't think of that point, but it really is a valid point because and it's funny that you said that because in the last 2 months I've had probably about 6 of my patients that have suddenly passed, like not sick
Wow.
and were expecting, but literally was out on the porch, had a heart attack, died. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
good.
Walking. I mean, just it's scary. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this men's section because I was like, man, I'm really neglecting the men and their information, and I need y'all to understand that, I got it. You know what I mean? I got
Right.
it. You don't like to go. I got it. Most men don't like needles. Got it. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's really a short inconvenience, a little short time frame of inconvenience
Right.
for the information that you get. And especially because things are so preventable.